We're playing Ratchet and Clank 1 today.
Hooray!
As it won.
Yeah,
Oof.
I was very surprised as to why you wanted to start recording there.
You're right.
What's your resolution set for?
Oh, hey, look, it worked.
Okay, what's your resolution set for PS3? Because Ratchet Clank Trilogy in particular is really wonky.
It is 720p, so yeah.
Which means if you're recording at 720p 60, so fine. Because I know it's a really weird thing where you can make it 1080p, but you have to force it to be 1080, but if you're only recording 720p anyway, then whatever.
Ratchet and Clank 1 already has weird issues with its resolution to begin with, so...
It looks fine when you're playing 1080. It's only the 720 that has issues.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm playing in 720, so yeah. We're going to be playing in Spanish.
Hola!
But no, we're doing Ratchet and Clank 1. We're just gonna 100% the game, not get all the trophies. This is the PS3 version.
So we're graduating from PS2 like the second game. Probably could have done PS3 for second game at some point, but...
Yeah, at the time I didn't have the Ratchet and Clank trilogy, but then I caved in because I really wanted to play the third game. So, and I was like, you know what? I'll play the first game.
If you can get the third game, well, might as well get the other two as well.
Yep, and also, sorry, no subtitles. This game doesn't have them. So,
should we just mute then, or?
I mean, does it really matter? Will it matter?
A little bit. I mean,
sure.
There is plot.
Sure, why not? Let's mute. Okay,
I saw that freeze.
So, okay, another weird issue that just happens throughout the entire trilogy, I think it's a PS3 issue too, is the cutscene, like, not the cutscene, but like, he froze for a second, Ratchet froze for a second. It happens in literally every game, and I don't understand why that happens. So hi, welcome to Ratchet and Clank 1. We're going to be going planet by planet, so every part won't be particularly long, I don't think. As compared to 2, because the world, or the levels in this game are pretty small. Also, wrench throwing in this game is kind of obnoxious. I forgot, you can't move.
First game syndrome.
Yeah, this game is a lot of first game syndrome. Though, I will have to say, this is probably the most satisfying game to collect bolts in.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, it's satisfying all of them. But
yeah, for
this
sure.
game really.
There's something about the way it floats to you. Like, it's not too fast, yet not too slow. So when you get them all, it's just satisfaction. Also, this game has the lowest inflation of all the bolts.
A single bolt actually kind of means something.
Yep.
As opposed to by the time you get to second and third game, where it's like, a single bolt? Don't you mean 100 bolts?
Exactly. This game is overall I still think the first game actually holds up fairly well. It does have first game syndrome, so I would say it's probably my least favorite of the trilogy, but it's still really good.
It's most people's least favorite.
Yeah, but I would still say it's really good.
It's still really good.
I think the
one
thing I think this game has over actually both the games is I think it probably has the best world diversity.
Yeah, I can see that.
To an extent, I actually kind of think this game kind of has the best aesthetics because of that in the end too. Because this game, I feel like Ratchet and Clank 1 compared to 2 and 3 have like a clear difference. Like 2 and 3 look very similar aesthetically, and then this game kind of has like its own look. This game is
part
definitely
of that though, just because Ratchet Clank 3 decided to carry over the armor system into.
That's fair. Yeah. This game is much grittier too. That's something to consider. When it's lighter though, like you can see the lightness.
So are we sure we want to do playing it because we're almost done already?
I mean, I could do the next world, because the next world's fairly short, actually. For the most part, we're going to be doing things by plan. Because once you get past this world and the next world, it's pretty short. I think I was more thinking of Velden from the reimagining, since it's not really a remake.
I call it a remake. I know Insomniac calls it reimagining, but it's a remake.
It's not canon, though. Or it is canon, but it's canon in a weird way.
It's canon to itself.
Yeah. Well, it's canon because, like, technically Quark is in jail, and during that time, it's just him telling about the story. Like, it technically is canon.
Yeah, and even then, that's only the game. The movie is from Ratchet's perspective instead.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I'll save my thoughts on that until we get to the 2016 remake, but...
Yeah, I'll probably do the next one. I actually forgot how short the first Velden is. But yeah, cutscene time, so we're going to meet ourselves.
Interesting.
Yay!
You're quite handy with your wrench.
You bet. I built that ship with it.
Currently, I'm in search of someone who could be of assistance in saving the solar system. Do you know where I might find that fellow?
Well, he's on the radio every week. Other than that, no. Hey, what's with all this save the solar system stuff anyway?
Hello, citizens of... My race, the Blog, have a small problem. Our planet has become so polluted, overpopulated, and poisonous that we are no longer able to dwell here. But I, Chairman Drek, have a solution. We are constructing a pristine new world using the choicest planetary components available. So, what does this mean to you, you might ask? Using highly sophisticated technology, which you couldn't possibly understand, we will be extracting a large portion of your planet and adding it to our new one. Unfortunately, this change in mass will cause your planet to spin out of control and drift into the sun, where it will explode into a flaming ball of gas. But, of course, sacrifices must be made. Thank you for your cooperation.
Cut!
And if you don't like it, you can take your whiny, sniveling, snot-nosed populations, form a line behind me, and kiss my... We're still on? Well, turn it off, you idiot!
The people on those planets are hosed. Well, good luck getting Captain Quark to help you.
Actually, you could help me. If you could use your ship to take me to the coordinates contained in this infobot, I might be able to gather further information there.
Even if I wanted to, I can't. I'm missing a crucial component of the ship.
The robotic ignition system.
How did you know that?
I, sir, happen to be equipped with the latest in robotic ignition systems. My programming allows me to start any ship I choose.
So, I agree to take you to this, wherever it is, and you get my ship started for me?
That is what I'm proposing.
Deal.
This could be a problem. Take care of it.
Whoa, this is great! So that's where I've been stuck this whole time.
Please return your appendages to the steering mechanism, sir.
Huh? Oh, right. Sorry. Oh, and by the way, you can stop calling me sir. The name's Ratchet.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, sir.
You got a name?
My serial number is V54296.
Oops. I'll just call you Clank for short. Hang on.
So you see, it would be most beneficial if your citizens were not in the city when my workers begin removing it.
Preposterous! I will not stand for this.
Unfortunately, you have no choice in the matter.
Let's just see what Captain Quark has to say about that, my good man. I don't see what's so funny. Captain Quark could dispatch you without even breaking a sweat, you puny.
You have now officially worn out your welcome and my patience.
This is your last chance. Stop this madness now!
Okay, wait. You're right. I will withdraw my troops.
Really?
No! He's all yours, gentlemen. Try not to leave any marks.
Clank? Where are you? Oh, sorry about that. Well, we're not leaving the way we came in.
Perhaps we could procure a ship from one of the inhabitants.
If there are any left.
Doop-diddy-doop-diddy. I forgot how great Chairman Drek is.
I know, Drek is... I was gonna say he's probably my favorite villain in the trilogy, but I don't know, Nefarious is a really hard one to beat.
Honestly, this
Definitely
entire game has series is really solid villains throughout. So
Well, it has two really good villains. I don't know about the others. Not really huge on the one from the second game.
can't.
Oh yeah, PS3 glitch.
Yeah, it's stretched out. He's stretched out. He's not supposed to be that stretched out, but you know
The box is really empty. That it's supposed to be full, but
yeah, he's also not supposed to be that stretched. It's just a product, unfortunately, of the PS3 version of this game. That's also probably my favorite weapon in this entire game, so yeah.
one of the better ones, especially early on.
So I think we mentioned this, I don't remember if we mentioned this specifically in our Ratchet and Clank 2 video. Also, I'm sorry that oxygen meter is going to be there forever now, for the rest of the stage.
That's another PS3 glitch.
Yep. It's just a resolution issue, I'm sorry.
They built the game around 4x3, okay?
Yeah, this game is 4x3 strictly, so yeah. It's fixing all the other games, thank God. But anyways, I don't know if I talked about this, or if we talked about this in 3. I know you and me have probably done this offhand, at the very least. But this game also has probably some of, if not the best weapon scaling of the 3 games. Probably tied
There's
with...
no upgrading. That's all there is to it.
Exactly. So tied with, of course, 3, I would say, because 2 has a lot of weapons that you just have no use of using after a while.
I would say 3 kind of has that too, though.
It has issues, but not nearly as bad as 2.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. Just because they let you scale up to 5 instead of 2.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, this is a pretty balanced game, and that's good. I know there's one golden bolt I cannot get here yet. I can't get till way later. I don't know how many are in here altogether. I don't remember.
I think there's 3, and I know where to get 2 of them.
Yeah, I know.
And the third one you can't get yet.
Yeah, which is
shows you what the
if you guys want to know, it's right here.
Yep. One here, and there's one along the plumber route.
Yep. Can I get the one along the plumber route? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's just wall jumping.
Oh yeah. Okay, you're right. So yeah, getting every bolt actually kind of matters in this game. So if you see me taking my time to get some of these bolts, it's because getting bolts matters a lot. Especially because I want that pyroxene. I really want that pyroxene.
How much was it again? It was 2,500?
Yes. So, don't really know to 100% say that the game. Without spoiling things necessarily. I could have talked like a lot about how much I love Drek in this game.
Oh, I really love Drek.
he's really close to being as good as Nefarious, so that's always a good sign.
Missed the bolt.
What? I missed one?
You missed the gold bolt.
Did I really?
Yes, you walked right past it. Let's find a cracked wall.
Oh, yeah. Duh. Where's the cracked wall? It's not the cracked wall.
Oh my gosh.
Where's the cracked
You walked past it again.
Did I really? I'm dumb. I can't remember 100%. Oh! I knew that.
And there's a bunch of bolts for you too, so it's a win-win.
I didn't see the little crack. My TV is really, really dark. Then again, so is the capture card, so... I think you just knew the location, which helps. So.
Yeah. Like I said, I know where basically all of them are in this level.
Just like Ratchet and Clank 2, there's only like a select few that I just kind of know offhand. Like that one golden bolt that I knew offhand. That's just one I just know. But you literally almost can't get that until I think the way end of the game, so...
Yeah, you need an upgrade that you get in one of the last levels.
Yeah. I'm glad I get the Pyrocity. That's why I always usually do this route first. I always do these top routes anyways. Ooh, Pyrocity, you don't get all the ammo, and you also have to do this. Yay,
yep.
First game syndrome.
You do have to do that in the second game too, though.
That's true. No, in the second game you can go, but you can swap between every like you have to go between every weapon, like cycle through them and buy all the ammo.
That's what I meant.
In this game, you have to actually like get the exact amount. So.
Yeah, well, I mentioned this back during Going Commando, but it applies here too. For some reason, they thought that buying ammo was part of the gameplay experience. So that's why it's like that.
This is also, I think, the only game in the trilogy that shows off a weapon every time you buy it.
Yep.
So.
The only other game I can think of that does that is Cracking Time, but that's kind of different.
Yeah, well, I meant in the original trilogy. I don't think in 3 it does it, and I know in 2 it doesn't do it. So.
It doesn't in 3.
Here's this golden bolt.
I wish it did in 3, because there's some really wacky looking ones in 3.
Yeah, I know this one. I mean, it does the whole spinning thing in 3. It does that. It doesn't. It does that in 2 for upgrades too. The thing I hate about in 3 though, even though this is just a nitpick, this actually isn't a negative on the game. I just dislike how it how you have to watch it spin when it upgrades every time. The upgrades are so small sometimes that you have to actively be looking to see what changed about the weapons.
Yeah, a lot of the upgrades that you need a guide open to know.
Yeah.
Because usually it's just like slightly increased damage.
Well, I mean, I also the thing I dislike about it in Ratchet and Clank 3. What's up?
Oh.
Need to make that a little bit. That's good. God, why do I? It's just instinct. The thing about he was just telling my stepdad just came here and told me about dog food bowls. Because it's been raining a lot here. Anyways, the thing in Ratchet and Clank 3 is, you know how when you upgrade them every level, there's the little spinning cutscene that pops up? There's like a really minor detail change that happens every level, but 99% of the time, it's almost impossible to tell what actually physically changes about the weapons.
It's damage almost all the time. It's just damage.
Yeah, but
there might be like ammo capacity or something.
The physical appearance. I mean, that's the main thing.
Oh.
Yeah. And Ratchet and Clank 3 actually has one of the easier upgrade systems to follow because it'll be like, oh, level 3, you'll get the lock-on mod for almost every weapon, or this or that.
Which I'm really mad they took away the lock-on mod for the auto-strafe mode, because you're recommended to play the game like that, but...
This game also doesn't have a strafe mode, so yay.
There kind of is one, but you get it really late, and it's not even close to what 2 and 3 have.
Alright, wise guy. Shouldn't you be on one of them escape transports?
Escape transports?
Newsflash, giant robots attacking! The escape transports are taking all the rich folks off this god-darn planet.
So why aren't you on one?
Socio-economic disparity.
What?
He hasn't got enough bolts.
Working people have to wait for Captain Quark to save us.
Well, got anything worth a lot of bolts?
I got this thing. Shows 2 weirdos ditching their ship. It's got coordinates to a desert planet, too.
An infobot. Ratchet, we could use that.
Did he just slide down a sewer pipe?
Mayday, mayday! This is the solar ship Radical. We seem to be under attack from the planet's surface.
Relax, kid. It looks like some sort of fireworks display. Probably in your honor.
Whoa! That was close! Ah!
Pipe down, I can't concentrate.
Oh, we've been hit!
An unexpected detour. When we land, I'll see if I can scare up an exhibition for you.
We're not gonna live that long!
Kid, let's M-screen!
Eject! Eject!
Did you see that guy on the left? That was Skid McMarks.
Does he know Captain Quark?
I doubt it. He's a pro hoverboarder, always going off about how cool he is.
Looks like he's in trouble.
I'll say. I've never seen him look so freaked out.
Gadgetron infobots give you coordinates for new planets.
Turn down a little
Now
too
that you have the infobot for planet Iridium,
low.
you'll need to find a
So yeah, Skid McMarks. Yeah, we get to see him for the first time.
Skid McMarks and the plumber. We got two of the mainstay characters at once.
Hell yeah. Geronimo!
He's beautiful. He shows up multiple times in this game. Usually it's only once per game.
Yeah. Didn't he show up
Remember
twice
all the
in
games-
Ratchet Clank 2? Or is it just... It's just the once, I think.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what the other time would be, because I know he's in the jail cell level.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
That might
Then
be
Ratchet
it.
Clank 3, it's the Quatos.
Where he got his worst place, unfortunately. His worst gig. Though it's near...
I don't think he's in Deadlocked at all, aside from a name cameo. Shame.
So yeah, the thing we're talking about after, or before that cutscene happened, was the strafing. Yeah, it doesn't exist in this game.
Aside from the one thing that's not even close to what we're used to.
Yeah. So...
Like, it does exist and it actually does help, but it's no replacement.
First person mode. Why are you getting quiet on me?
I was waiting on you to go first person because you said first person mode.
Oh.
So it didn't happen.
It's first person mode.
Ah, there you go.
Where is it?
Wait, there's subtitles. I thought you said there's no subtitles in this game.
Wait, I thought there wasn't. Oh, I was wrong. I'm a dumb. Oh well.
Well, okay, I guess we don't have to meet anymore.
Yeah. Woo. That's the only reason why we need during turn cutscenes, by the way. I think you have to beat the game to get first person. Just like, because you have to do that in Ratchet Clank 2. You have to beat the game.
For first person mode?
Yeah, I think so. So I think it is in this game too. I think you get first person mode in this game.
Not sure if you do or not. I want to say you don't. Then again, I almost
Why is the
never
game
played
now
this game.
telling me to get how to use the pyrosity?
It's just scripted that way.
What
Just
if I don't own the pyrosity?
It doesn't matter. It still tells you to use.
Does it really?
Here. Yes.
Oh my god. I usually have it, so I actually wouldn't know. And if I was playing any other game that wasn't Ratchet and Clank 1, I wouldn't go out of my way to get these bolts.
I know.
But every bolt in this game matters, because outside of the Rhino, like the highest costing one is like maybe 20,000, maybe.
I'm trying to think. Like, I think of one that's like 10,000. And that's decently pricey. Other than that, like there's an upgrade that you get that's 30,000.
We can't go here yet, unfortunately.
Yep, that's the area with the other gold bolt you can't get.
Yep.
They took that area out of the remake entirely, and that actually really bugged me.
I know. It's like a. Isn't it like a tiny little section?
Yeah, it's a little thing.
It's like a little like semi puzzle. If I remember correctly.
I realized that they gave you the upgrade immediately, so you wouldn't have to backtrack for it. But
I feel like that'd be like I feel like that'd be the perfect place to put it then, because you have it almost immediately. So you just backtrack real quick, and you get it.
Exactly. They probably just don't have to create unique textures for it.
I can't remember. I think this game does. I can't remember if it tells you whether or how many golden bolts are in every single level. I think on the level select it does, but I can't
like
remember.
when you go to the ship.
Yeah. Which we don't have currently. Pyrosaur is so good. I want to say the Pyrosaur actually might be the best weapon. One of the best weapons, if not second best, obviously behind the Rhino.
I don't know if I can agree with that, but it's definitely really good early game.
It's really good.
I actually really didn't like it for a long time, but then I started playing through the game again, and it already exists, so...
I think one reason why I really like it is because there is no strafing, so the fact that I can kind of just like wiggle my control stick, and that kind of that kind of fixes the issue a little bit. I think that's one reason why I really, really like the Pyroster in this game. Like the bomb glove is extremely good, but the thing is, like, it doesn't have this control. Yeah.
You have to aim with this too.
And technically, one little trick you can do to kind of aim is like a semi-strafe sort of thing. It's like when you're crouching like that, you kind of tap it.
Did you have the boxes behind the bridge?
I think so. I'll check in a second. Sorry, friend.
He'll be fine.
I did not.
Help me! Help!
I don't even know if he says. I don't even know if you can hear him now. Look at it. It looks like a penis. Sorry, that was just easy.
Better believe that somebody did that on purpose. Actually, considering Insomniac, it's probably not supposed to be a dick. It's probably supposed to be a beer can.
Yeah, something you just don't expect.
So it's... If you know anything about Insomniac during their PS2 era, they were alcoholics to the extreme.
I don't think I'll be going for this. Is there skill points in the original game? I want to say there is, but I can't remember.
Yeah, there is. There absolutely is.
I want to say to fulfill them, I should go for them, but I don't remember if there's like a easy skill point list to look at, because I only know a few offhand. I think I need to get.
Although you might have to beat the game for it. I'm not certain.
Might have to, yeah.
Because I know there is a list.
Well, we're gonna be showing off post game.
Well, maybe you have to unlock a skill point first.
That's what I was thinking. Ooh, cutscene. There we go. We can see. We don't have to meet ourselves. There you go.
Yep.
Mercenaries, torturers, assassins.
That means I don't have
I really
to turn
wish we had noticed that. For that really, we should have noticed that cutscene after Veldin, because that took forever.
Yeah. It's all right. I guess the thing I was thinking of was like I want to say maybe there's certain cutscenes in this game that the subtitles either just stop existing. Yeah, like this one.
Hi, I'm Captain
There's no subtitles.
Me, there's nothing worse than staring down a
it's selective.
Okay, so just the infobots?
Yeah, I think so. We're in ourselves.
That's why I come to Al's Robo Shack for all my electronic needs. Al has been the exclusive repair shop for my super electro gadgets since I was knee-high to a sand mouse. If Al can't fix it, it's not broke. Right, Al? You said it, pal. So if you're fighting crime, or just fighting grime, come to Al's Robo Shack in Metropolis for all your robotic repairs. Al's Robo Shack, it's quark-tastic.
Now that's a quote to live by. Big Al's Robo Shack.
They had a wanted sign for Ratchet Clank at his shop. It's like, what have they done?
We had a ship.
But they crash landed on a totally different planet, and that's it.
Well, this planetary chairman I could arrange for you to
romper.
borrow our courier ship.
Cool.
You can count on us, sir.
Right. Thank you.
There you go, you got a ship now.
He did it. Look at his eyeballs. It's also an issue with all the PS3 games.
Yeah. Thankfully, 1 has the least bad.
I think 2 has it the worst.
2 and 3 are about tied, just because, again, the armor exists. But they did not test the armor at all.
Nope, they like float. It's worse in 3 than it is 2. I think 2 was less noticeable, but 2 also has less armor to deal with, so...
I want to say it was worse than 2, but... It was definitely noticeable in both. Make no mistake.
Ratchet's feet are so gross.
I'm not bugged by them, but... I'm the kind of person that was never bugged by Sora Speed either, so...
I'm not bugged by Sora's feet. They're just really big and it's really funny. I guess we should end the part here because... so in the next part, we get to do whatever that planet's called. I don't know it. Metropolis, Kerwin. That's what it's called.
Kerwin or Iridia. Which actually, I think you have to do Iridia first because isn't there a trespasser thing?
Yes.
So okay, you gotta do Iridia.
Yeah, I think you have to. Yeah. Even though it's backwards in the reimagining, which is weird.
Yep. You know, at least the reimagining tells you.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, in the next part we will be potentially doing both those worlds, depending on how long they go for.
At least one of them.
Yeah, at the very least one, because those are still both very short worlds from what I remember. So yeah. Also, another thing you can do for semi-strafing is flipping a lot, but that's harder to do.
Oh yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah. That's for later on when we get some weapons that aren't like the Pyrocitor and stuff. Because I'm going to try to use all the weapons. So. Because they all actually have a use. Also, yeah, your game doesn't pause when you switch weapons. I guess one more, that was the last thing I could really show off for now.
First game syndrome.
Yeah. So yeah, see you guys next time where we do potentially the next 2 worlds. I'm just going to say 1 world though. Let me just save my game really quickly because I don't trust anything. So yeah, see you guys next year.
Goodbye.
Bye.